Local musician Kylie Estrela is not only passionate about music, but also a lover of theater and musicals. That passion took her to Paris to study voice performance and choreographic theater, including the techniques and approach of vocalist Roy Hart. Since 2010, Kylie's been focusing on jazz and touring China with big bands. She's with us now.
Okay, Kylie, welcome to The Works.
Yeah, nice to see you here.
So let's start by talking about your background. You have training in musical theater and pop. How did this lead to jazz?
Well, I started with, for sure, you know, I grew up in Hong Kong as a city girl. I sang pop music. Yeah, and I really love musical theater since I was in university. Yeah, so I gradually started to build up as a musical theater actress. Yeah, and then I think jazz is really hard to tell, like, when is exactly the time I started to get in, because like the black and white movie and then the jazz music is kind of like my parents' era of music, right? Yeah, and then I could say maybe I started to get to know more about jazz as I started to do swing dancing. Also, we dance with big bands.
Right.
So at that time, I do musical theater, also pop singing, and I really want to try to sing jazz. So I started to sing, hey, how about I sing with you, like the big band. So gradually, slowly, I started, and around maybe 3 years ago, I started to be very serious about jazz. Yeah, so I went to like jazz camp and trying to learn and like walk into the recent stage more and more and into jazz.
Cool.
And be more serious.
No, and speaking of jazz, you are doing a series at the Fringe Club called Jazz Lunch, and you play with different musicians as well. Can you tell us a bit more how that came about?
My idea is, apart from like featuring myself as a jazz artist, I think in jazz music it's a teamwork. So I would like to feature some of my friends. Like I put it Kylie Estrela and jazz sessions because it's jazz plus musicians that I just make up a word. So I met in different stages of my life. Some of them I met before I sang jazz. Yeah, I knew them. They heard me sing pop or musical theater. And then some of them I met during my jazz route. So they played a very important role in my life. So I would like to feature them as well.
And even on tonight's show, I believe you have brought some of these musicians here with you.
Yeah.
What piece would you be playing for us tonight in the show then?
Yeah, I'm going to bring one of my latest favorite, very standard jazz tunes. It's called I've Got a Crush on You. So tonight, the musicians I brought, they all played in my jazz lunch series from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's kind of a combination of the jazz lunch.
Okay, let's hear the song then.
Glad many millions of haze and rose and burnets would be to capture me, but you had such persistence, you wore down my resistance. I fell, and it was well. You're my big and brave and handsome Romeo. How I want you, but I never know. It's not that you're attractive, but oh, my heart grew active. And when came into view, I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all day and night time. Hear me sigh, I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you care for a kind of cottage that we would share? The world will pardon my mush, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. Could you cook? Could you care for a kind of cottage that we would share? The world a part of my mush, 'cause I've got a crush